Well, hello. This is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room. And tonight I have one of my favorite things we're going to do, and that's techniques. And so if you are joining me, please be welcome to be able to participate with us and also comment and let me know if I don't know where you're from. It's always so interesting to see where all we can be coming from. Technology can be good in that in that way. But anyway, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Vancouver Island, Canada. And yes, I am coming live tonight to do a technique. And you can see two samples right in front of me. Anybody know what that is? How did I do that? Let's just take a little peek. So this one here, I just did a little bit on there. And this one, I definitely, this is two colors, these two. And this one, I added another color. Anybody know? Well, let's show you. I'll show you some finished cards as well. So, can you hear what I'm doing? It's a piece of saran wrap. Hello, Linda. Hello. Everybody probably has saran wrap at home. So this makes a really easy way to be able to do a technique. There's just with something simple that you have in your kitchen. And you can see I've been playing because I normally have a green thumb because I love plants and gardens. But tonight I have a blue thumb because I've been having too much fun with paper. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And I'm going to open up both of my inks that are here in front of me. This one is the Azure Afternoon, and this one is the Blueberry Bushel. And I must admit, I am using my, here she is, my glass mat. I have been finding that the glare has been hard and trying to find ways, but I think the way I have this position, it will make it easier for you because I tell you, there's nothing better than a glass mat for stamping and for techniques. So easy to clean. And the stamps, when you do stamping, it's just such nice, even stamping you can do. And the good news is wasn't just for the promotion. They've now opened it up and you can actually purchase one. So that is really good news. And it comes with this. So what happened here? Okay. I talked about technology and being good. All of a sudden, it's going to be not good. It comes with this little holder, including for the little ink pads, and then it comes also with a chamois to kind of clean. And it's definitely different than our other ones. I love the feel of it, and it cleans really well. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. I am going to start with the dark, and so I've just kind of squished it, not real tight, but just a light kind of, a little bit here and there. And every time you do it, it's going to look a little different because of your crunches. So I'm going to just dip it in to the ink pad, and I'm just going to start going around randomly. And of course, when you first do it, it's going to be quite dark. So I make sure that I don't do it, unless that's what I'm going for, in one spot. So I'm kind of going around so that these can be darker down here. Let's see, I got dark up there. Let's go down here. And then I'm going to come in a little bit, just like that. Okay. I'm not going to, well, I usually just dab off a little bit. If it really was a contrasting color, I would probably take then another saran wrap. But because I'm using a blue, I'm just going to go right into the blue. And then now I kind of do the same thing. Just kind of go around. And again, trying to fill in those spots. So again, you could do this with any combination of colors. It certainly does not have to be anything in particular. And of course, you don't have to just do two. So you can see, I actually put a little bit more than I did on this one. But as you can see by this one, I actually did even more. And what I did with that is then I introduced a third color. So this is where you can just keep adding colors. And again, I'm just going to dab off. It's a nice thing with the glass mat. And now I'm just going to introduce another color. And you just keep pouncing. It's actually quite fun. It's definitely not stressful. You just keep going around and around, and you can see what even just by adding that one other little color, how it definitely did fill it in even more. So that's how you can do some very simple backgrounds by making this with the saran wrap. And I will make a card. I was thinking of trying to use this with the sand dollars. So be watching. I will put a card up for that as well. But isn't that ever fun? And then, of course, you can use, I'm just going to use my chamois here for a minute. Do that one for a minute. Okay, I'm just going to close up my, well, actually, before I do that, nope, I'm going to close up the blue. Got too many ideas running through my head. All right, so I'm going to put the blue away just at the moment. And we're going to try doing one here with some greens. I know I like my blues and purples, but I know a lot of my crafters, you like the greens and the other colors. So let's see what this looks like with the green. And I'm just going to do it a little bit different. So I'm just going to get another little piece of saran wrap. Okay. And this time I'm not going to just go random. I'm going to be a little bit more kind of spotty. So I want to put a little green, darker green here. Uh, Again, it's just whatever you feel like. And I always tend to kind of do a little bit. I'm not sure if that's enough dark, but I'm just going to leave it for now. Dab it off, and I'm going to go to my light green. And now I'm going to put some light green around. I'll show you what else I do to kind of, you can kind of blend the colors if they're a little bit too stark for you, but just giving you some different options. Has anybody tried this technique before? If you have, let me know what you tried with it. I did it, and you'll see the cards that I have are actually with some retired product, but of course it is that same technique with the saran wrap. Okay, so now when I look at that, if I wanted to have it contrasting like that, certainly can leave it like that. If you wanted to kind of make it a little bit more gradual, then you could kind of maybe go around the big dark spot very lightly. I'm pouncing with the dark green. Okay, so that it just kind of makes it not quite as stark. Okay, and then if you want to also blend it a little bit more, you can take this lighter color and pounce it a little bit on top of the darker color. And I find depending on the color you use, it actually really can highlight that green or whatever color even more. So there you go. That gives you another idea. So whether you were using that with flowers or anything you could use it for, animals, um, just a different way to be able to do the background. Okay, so now let's see. I was going to show you a card that I did with that, and this is one of them. So here you can see I've used, again, this is retired. You like that? It's so easy, right, Linda? So this here is just some die cut flowers, and I put a sentiment on it. So again, not much that you have to do to it, but it makes a beautiful card. Okay, so now I'm just going to close this up because we're going to try one other technique. Oh, goodness. Come here. What colors we're going to use for that one? I think I was going to use, what was I going to use? I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go this way. going to go a little more bold. Let's go with these three colors. And what's on there? Green. Okay, we might as well start with a new one. All right, clean that up. And now we're going to start with some yellow and we'll do some pumpkin pie and a little bit of real red. And again, whatever colors you're wanting to do. There's no more ink there. Yep, I wiped it. Let's try this. So now, oh, we need our saran wrap. Ready to roll. I always usually start with my lighter color. Oh, and look at, I got a red blotch already. How did I do that? Let's turn it over. Not yet. No color yet. Okay, so this time I'm just going to kind of pounce a little bit of yellow into this corner. And I'm kind of, in this case, kind of making it even rather than some darker and some lighter. I kind of want it to be fairly even in its coloring. Go up a little bit more with that. Okay, dab off. Now I'm going to go into the next color. I'm going to go into some orange. So when I am doing this right away, I'm thinking of a fall background. I don't know, somehow this even looks like some leaves. Never mind the colors I'm using. So the endless opportunities for this one. You could put it with so many different stamps and, or especially die cuts. Or if again you have a circle, you're going to put a stamped image in the stamp or in the circle or whatever, that would look really nice too. Okay, so I'm just going to now just go a little bit over it a bit. Okay, now we're going to dab that off, go to the next color. Hello, Yvonne. Has Yvonne ever done the saran wrap technique? This is what we're using here, is saran wrap or whatever, food wrap. Guess it doesn't have to be, mine isn't even saran. Food wrap. So I'm just again going to take that darker color and go into the orange a little bit. And then I'm going to dab off again. And I'm going to go back into the orange and take the orange a little bit into the red now, just to kind of blend that in a bit. Saran wrap. That's all I have heard it as, just saran wrap technique. So, okay. So now, it's quite a bit of orange there, or yellow. So I'm going to actually go back into, oh boy, that went dark. Okay, we'll go with it. I started now. And you can see how the color is, or can you haven't? Okay. You can see how the color here is more vibrant, and that's because we've got the orange on top of the yellow. So when you combine the colors a little bit, it definitely brings the colors out even more. So that's why I'm just kind of, I don't want to make it too dark. I'm just going to lightly pounce just so I have a little bit there. And then now I'm going to go, I'm going to just rearrange my saran a bit. Okay, now I'm going to go into the yellow and go over that a bit. Okay, and then now into the orange, and I'm going to make this a little bit darker. So you can go as light or dark as you want. And I kind of want it even, and you can see how it's a little bit lighter here. So you just darken that up a little bit. And I'm also going to go over the red a little bit more. And then just gradually go up a bit. But there you go. Now we have 3 colors in there. So let's take a look at this close here. Just wipe this up. There we go. So very cool what all you can do with this. I've got one more way, and I can't say this way is my favorite, but it is something that definitely you can do with the saran wrap. Let's go purple this time. Oh, look at me. Getting all full of colors. Okay, so where did I have my purples there? Another little piece of saran, food wrap, squish it up. How easy is that? And then again, I'm just going to go in and grab this. And then this time I'm going to do something different. You probably have heard of the swooshes. Let's try a swoosh with the wrap. So it gives quite the different look. Maybe a little more there. Maybe a little more on the top. But there you go. A different look altogether. All with a little piece of saran wrap. Like, how simple is that? All right, let's clean this up here again. And I'm going to show you one more card that I had done. And again, this was kind of with the three colors. I had made this one again with a retired product just last year. And you can see how the detail of the coloring, and if, especially as you do more, because as we had started, don't dump all my papers, as I had started with this one here, I just did, I don't know if that's showing. From my end, it doesn't look very clear, but I will post the pictures of these. This here, I did just a little bit, and then you can add, of course, more color. And as you do that, you can see that you definitely get a really nice effect either way, depending on what you're doing. You like that? Isn't that ever cool? So, what way do you like? Do you kind of like to go this way, almost making it look like a rainbow or the smoosh? Or do you like, where was that one? That color. And then we also did this one. So, this one we made more blotchy in particular spaces. This one was just all over the smooch and then kind of like a rainbow look. Let me know which one you like. And hopefully that inspires you and to create something new. And I would absolutely love to be able to see what you're going to make. The blue's your favorite? Yeah, I like the blue. But let me know because I always love to see what you've done. So below this video, yeah, let me know. And even if it's a week later, post the picture. We would love to see your ideas as well. So hopefully that inspires you. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.